Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of our Sheffield United RTG career mode. It's episode number 37 and we return today off the back of our 1-0 defeat to Inter Milan in our group opener in the Champions League. Lots and lots of games to crack on with today as we head into sloggy season. Starting off with one of our biggest domestic rivals, Manchester City at home at Bramall Lane. Come on you Blades. So obviously we are 5 wins from 5 in the Premier League so far, but this is by far our biggest test as we face Manchester City, and we're 1 win apiece against them so far this season. Our win coming in the Community Shield, and then of course Man City getting revenge just a few days later in the UEFA Super Cup as Sucic. Hackney, brilliant. We are going for the jugular today. Sangare round the corner to the danger man Calvert-Lewin, and again Ederson is there. So Haaland gets us away in the second half. Still deadlocked at 0-0 here, but we've been brilliant defensively to start this season off. Just the 1 goal conceded, which came at Stamford Bridge, and we've not allowed City any chances so far. Be very impressed if we can keep them out for 90 minutes, but we're halfway there as Grealish forces the save from Gavin. Sangare can't get there. Haaland, what a save that is by Gavin. Looking to preserve his clean sheet. Still tied at 0-0 with 23 minutes to go. And normally when Erling Haaland gets into that position, it's game over. But on this occasion, Gavin keeps him out. Really nice play from the Blades out of the back here. And Anel, there's got to be space as Andrew sent away down the right. And he's in behind Barco. And still Andrew pegged back. Oh, it's in! Evan Ferguson off the bench. No, it's Luka. The Croatian has won it for the Blades at the death. Scenes in the home end. And it's a walk-off winner from Luka Sucic. Lovely build-up from front to back. And I thought it was Evan who got the final touch, but it was Luka as Ederson couldn't keep it out. Blades win it late on and will maintain our 100% start. Great win to start off today's episode. Rolling on into the next one is EFL side Wycombe Wanderers at home in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, where I'm expecting a comfortable victory. Well, Wycombe coming forward here, looking to cause a shock, and they're going to have a spot kick. Well, I didn't press anything, but Andrew is deemed to have fouled his man. Well, I mean, maybe. I'm not sure. I certainly didn't press anything. But Wycombe score and take the lead here at Bramall Lane. Vinny Souza up to Daniel Jebison. Runners ahead of him. Matthews, João Pedro, slip through João Pedro. There's the equaliser. Half an hour in, Blades back on level terms. Hour played here, still tied at 1 apiece. Last thing we want is a shootout as João Pedro heads in his second from the corner. And the Blades restore parity and we return to our lead. Couple of changes. If we find a third, it will seal it. Cameron Archer, there it is. 3-1, game over. We made hard work of it, but we do progress to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. So we've just had our first month's worth of scouting, where unfortunately nothing amazing too far. Just 1 player from Switzerland that we will continue to scout. We also saw the Carabao Cup 4th round tie where we will take on Aston Villa at home. Tough tie there. We now return to Premier League action as we travel to Goodison Park, looking to continue our 100% start to the season. Come on you Blades. My goodness, the Z-Cars song is such a classic as the players come out the tunnel at Goodison as Ramsey, looking for his first goal, bends it wide. He was signed as a goal-scoring midfielder, and, well, we're yet to see those goals. Everton have started pretty well here, and they got a couple of good young regens and new gens in their team. Nicholson does well though. Now the break could be on. Here we go. Sucic through to Dom, and he's in behind the fullback. And Calvert-Lewin, there we go, never in doubt. Against his former club and the form that he's been in, once he was sent through, he was never going to miss. I think that's goal number 7 or possibly even 8 in the Premier League. Well, it's been a decent first half performance here, never an easy place to come, and Hackney looking to extend that before the second half. Evan coming in at the back post. Easiest goal of his career, and Evan Ferguson scores again for the Blades in the Premier League. Hayden back to Ramsey. Patrick's on the run. If we can secure a third here, it'll be game. And Luka Sucic gets in on the act too. Need to offer him a new contract, because with his deal up at the end of next season, I do not want to lose him on a cut price deal. Luka makes it 3, and that should be game. Couple of changes for the Blades as we can freshen things up. Corners into Calvert-Lewin. And it's 4. Best win of the season so far. And Calvert-Lewin notches up another 2 goals as his brilliant start to the Premier League campaign continues. Right, match day 2 in the Champions League. Big game here as we travel to the Czech Republic to take on Victoria Plzeň. After our loss in match day 1, it's vital that we pick up 3 points here in the second group game. Luka, lovely. I see the run of Cam. And Cameron Archer bends it home. And we take an early lead here in the Czech Republic. That's exactly what we needed. Brilliant build-up from Luka. And Cam finishes the move off. Harmer. Plays a 1-2 with the Plzeň man. Evan. Luka. Back to Evan Ferguson. Lovely build-up, and Evan finishes. And it's 2. Luka Sucic with 2 assists, and Evan Ferguson scores, I think that's his 3rd or 4th goal of the season. Still just looking for that 3rd goal that will seal the victory, and if we'd been a little bit more clinical in the final third, we'd have it, as it might come here. Cameron Archer, chance for the 3rd. It's a brilliant finish, similar to his first. Opens up his body, finesses it into the far corner. And the Blades will return to Sheffield with all 3 points. What a win. Brighton up next in the Premier League as we look to extend our 5-point gap at the top of the table already. 7 wins from 7. What a start it has been, and we look to continue that here against De Zerbi's side. So you may have seen we've made a couple of changes to the lineup today. I'm always sort of rotating and keeping things fresh, but a couple of players starting to get a little bit unhappy with their lack of game time. So we do bring a few of them into the lineup today, especially with how well we've started this season. We do have a little bit of room to make changes, and Calvert-Lewin is one man who will not be missing out. He has been phenomenal to kick off this campaign. Adingra looks to take on the captain and beats him. Oh my goodness, that would have been brilliant from, I think it was Luka Jovic for Brighton. And that is why I always say, when the scoreline is just 1, the other team are always in the game and desperate for that second goal to secure the victory. Can we find it here? Dom looks for Nicholson, can't quite get him. Desperate to find that second. Gabriel had to check, waits for Nicholson. See Calvert-Lewin at the back post. Oh, that is brilliant. Dominic Calvert-Lewin enters double digits for goals in the Premier League this year, and that is a brilliant stooping header to make it 2-0. That should be the points in the bag as Nicholson crosses, and Calvert-Lewin, that is magnificent, heads it back where it came from. Blades lead by 2. So a really tough game here as we travel to Villa Park to take on Unai Emery's side. 8 wins from 8 in the Premier League and 7 points clear at the top of the table and 10 clear of Manchester City. It's been a fantastic start. It's still very early doors, but I don't know if anyone's going to catch us. So I've just seen, as we're watching the graphic for the lineup, a certain Neymar on the bench for Aston Villa. We're most certainly at the stage of the save 5 years in where the transfers are just all over the place, and most notably as well, we're starting to see a takeover. Oh, that is a terrible back pass. We are starting to see a takeover in youth players, regens, new gens, that sort of thing. And as much as I love that, I do love it in a save where you've still got real players. And it does get to a point, as Dom fires over, where there's maybe too many of them, and we're starting to see now that most of the lineups that we play have 6, 7, 8, maybe even more regens in the lineup. Sorry, it's Dom, and Luca's ahead of him, and Luca not quite able to get away, but still Luca. Sucic, brilliant save by Dean Henderson. Corner will be swung in by Luca, looking for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What a save. So it's still tied at 0-0 here. A couple of chances for both teams, but nobody able to break the deadlock. I'd be very surprised if it stayed this way with our goal-scoring form at the start of this season. Here's Archer against his former team. Finds Ramsey, also a former Villa man. Oh, that would have been spectacular. Was that a nutmeg from Jacob Ramsey on the Berber spin? Tried to catch Dean Henderson out of the near post, and he did well to keep it out. Ramsey will swing the corner in. Calvert-Lewin off the woodwork. Ramsey to Dom. Can we win it? Luca. And Kirkes storming forward. And across to Luca! 9 wins from 9 for the Blades. It's been a pretty tight game, but Luka Sucic has won it at the death. Brilliant counter-attack. Villa crestfallen, and the Blades win it late on. So after that late game winner from Luka Sucic at Villa Park, it's definitely about time we offered him that new contract. Only a year and a half left on his deal, and he's by far the best player at the club, one of the best in the world, and to be on only 35 grand is criminal. So yeah, there it is. Luka Sucic signs a 3-year extension, now the highest earning player at the club on 100 grand a week, and I think it is definitely deserved for our Croatian playmaker. Big new deal for Luka. Right, Stade Rennais up next in match day 3 of the Champions League group stage. Another win here will cement our place in second in the group as we chase down Inter Milan for that top spot. Really poor game this so far, and with Inter Milan leading out in the Czech Republic, looking to make it 3 wins from 3. If we want to keep pace with them, we need to find a goal in this second half. Come on, you Blades. Lobotka. Can Stade Rennais win it late? Lobotka's away from Gabriel. Nemecha wins it for Stade Rennais. And that is going to be our first loss of the season, and it could be a costly one. Lucas Nemecha wins it for the home side. And it is scenes in France as he turns away from Jared and smashes it into that top corner. And that throws this Champions League group wide open. Well, it's all going swimmingly in the Premier League with 9 wins from 9. But in the Champions League, that throws the group wide open. Inter Milan look as if they're going to run away with the group. But as for the other 3 teams, all tied on 3 points. Still lots to play for heading into the final 3 group games. Newcastle up next in the Premier League as we look to bounce back and make it 10 wins from 10. So desperately need to bounce back here with a win. Oh, and what a start this would be. Ramsey! First goal for our summer signing. Clips the post on its way in. And it's that Aston Villa England link up between Cameron Archer and the new man Jacob Ramsey. Longstaff, and now Isak. Isak pegged back, and Newcastle back on level terms. Sean Longstaff, one of the OGs. And that is a sight we've not seen very often this year. Gavin Bazunu getting beaten. 1 apiece here at Bramall Lane. Hayden again. And Anel, nearly snuck it in. Low and hard past Martinez. Good save by the Argentine. And we remain at 1 apiece. This has been a great start to this game. Ooh. Bad tackle that by Longstaff, and he might go from hero to zero as Sean Longstaff sees red. Surely Newcastle aren't going to go on to score the winner. Anel gets beaten. Barnes, oh my word. What a strike by Harvey Barnes. And Newcastle, down to 10 men, take the lead here at Bramall Lane. And right now, Newcastle are playing like the team with 11 men. Bentancur gets away from Malik. Kudus' cross is blocked. Still Mohamed Kudus. Surely not a third for the Geordies. It is going to be a third for the Geordies. I don't believe it. Sandro Tonali has probably just sealed the win for Eddie Howe's side. 15 minutes left to play. We trail by 2. I cannot believe it. Dom Matthews, come on. We can get one back now. You just never know. And Calvert-Lewin does get one back. I think Emi Martinez got a touch on it, but couldn't keep it out. Premier League's top scorer pulls one back. And 12 minutes to find an equalising goal. Come on the Blades. And goes back instead to Gus. Now Sangare. Matthews. Matthews! Big save, Martinez. Waiting for that opening, and it's not going to come. And Newcastle hold on for all 3 points. And I can't believe that that is our first loss of the season. Back-to-back defeats for the Blades. And Eddie Howe's Newcastle come away with all 3 points. Ah, man, that cursed broken toe injury strikes again. Luca done until basically February now. Gonna miss the whole busy Christmas period. Step up Matthews and Carlos Alcaraz. That is such a shame for Luca. Big game coming up here in the EFL Cup last 16. Need to stop the rot after back-to-back defeats as we look to make it to the final 8 of the competition. Come on, you Blades. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Form is so important in career mode. Everything was going our way. 9 wins from 9 in the Premier League, and now after back-to-back defeats, we're looking at the teams behind us in the Premier League. In the Champions League, we're not guaranteed to make it through the group, and now we're looking like we could be heading out of the Carabao Cup too. Terrible run of form for the Blades. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean, man. When everything's going your way, you feel like nobody can beat you, and then you lose a couple of games in a row and everything goes against you. Really want to make sure we get back into this game as I want to progress in this competition. Oh, Jared's having a bit of a nightmare at the moment, and Villa lead by 2. Lookman gets it around the corner. Trouble. Lots of trouble. Stefan makes the save, but it is all Aston Villa right now as we manage to clear our lines up to Harmer. Now Jebison looks to get away. Can Daniel Jebison finish the chance off? I certainly need him to, and he does. 2-1, exactly what we needed from one end to the other. Blades back in the game. Jebison into Gus. Gus into Matthews. Looks to play the 1-2. And Matthews might just get there. Brilliant build-up. Oh, what a finish. And you know what? Harry Matthews shows respect to the team that tried to buy him last season. I think it was in the January window that Emery put in a big bid for our youth academy grad. And that is a sublime little dinked finish in front of those Villa fans, and he shows them what he can do over Dean Henderson. Blades back in the game. Barry to the edge. Oh, no foul. Still Villa have it. That's a great tackle by Andrew, but oh no. Jared Branthwaite is having a shocker at the moment. Really poor run of form from the Englishman. Fails to clear. Villa win the ball back and restore their lead. Jared's not got there. Mane. Sorry, it's Diaby. Swings it in. Oh my goodness. Louis Barry has just taken a leaf out of the book of Alejandro Garnacho. Wow. What a strike. And it will be Villa heading through. And he's been subbed off as well. Villa heading through to the final 8. And the Blades are set for back-to-back-to-back defeats. So Aston Villa will face Manchester United in the quarter-finals of the EFL Cup. We've seen that injury for Patrick Nicholson is another 3-month broken toe, so he will join Luka Sucic on the treatment table. West Ham up next away at the London Stadium, where we need to stop the rot and return to winning ways. Come on, you Blades. Got to be better defensively today. Brought some firepower in with Evan Ferguson and Calvert-Lewin leading the line up top, and Carlos Alcaraz playing just behind in the absence of Luka Sucic. But it has been at the back where we've been poor, as Carlos smashes in the opening goal. That is a great strike and exactly what we needed to kick off this game here. Carlos Alcaraz 1-0 to the Blades. Morton runs into Sangare. Great tackle. Chance here. Carlos slides through Dom and Calvert-Lewin. Oh, it's brilliant. Thought the defender was going to catch him, but Calvert-Lewin smashes it in for 2. And we are on track to return to winning ways here. This is much better from the Blades. Bowen into Morton. Nice build up this from the Hammers, and Malik's in the way. Great block. And he leads us on the break too. Evan couldn't poke it through, but do keep it alive. Hayden, the two number 13s coming together. Oh, and Hayden's gone down. Awkward landing. And that looks like it's going to be another long-term injury. They're all coming at once now. This is awful. When it rains, it pours. Sangare. Carlos Alcaraz. Oh! That is a contender for goal of the season from Carlos Alcaraz. What a strike. Stepping up in the absence of Luka and saying, "Gaffer, I am your man." That is a beautiful strike from Carlos. One touch out of his feet and then whips it into the far corner. 3 goals, 3 points, and back to winning ways for the Blades. What a hit, Carlos. So we'll end with match day 4 of the Champions League as we host Stade Rennais, and with Inter Milan coming in match day 5. This is a huge must-win game for the Blades. Back to winning ways in that previous one against West Ham, and need to make sure pick up another 3 points here in the Champions League. Come on, you Blades. Must win game here. Nothing else is good enough, as Evan... Oh, it's brilliant. Ferguson! What a start on a big Champions League night for the Blades. And it's our new man, Evan Ferguson, who pops up with the first goal. Wanted it more than the defender. And after failing to score in France, it's taken us just 4 minutes here in Sheffield. Nemecha, goal scorer in the first game, but runs into the captain. Paredes can't keep it. Nemecha again. Giving Jared Branthwaite the start today, keeping faith with our Englishman. And what a strike by Nemecha. It's Steven Bergwijn, sorry. The former PSV and Spurs man absolutely lashes it in, just given half a yard, and Stade Rennais are level. Corner for the Blades, looking to hit back instantly. Good ball, Evan looking to attack it. And it's back out to Matthews, and Evans in the middle. Oh, it's off the woodwork. And oh my goodness, Jacob Ramsey restores the lead for the Blades. But what on earth is the goalkeeper doing? Evans' header is a good one, but oh, he gets completely lost. My guy is spinning. He's got no idea where the ball is, and I red-timed it. Luckily, Jacob couldn't miss. And the Blades restore their lead. Rongier runs into Vinny Souza. Chance here. Matthews sends through Cam. And I see Evan at the back stick. And I'll look to pick out Evan. It's a brilliant cross by Cam. And the Blades have a third, and surely that will be enough to see us pick up all 3 points. Brilliant ball by Cam, perfectly weighted, and Evan gets his second of the night. Stade Rennais still pushing here, 2 goals behind, and that could leave a chance for a break here as Jebison sends Cam through. Disasi comes across, doesn't get near him. Cam goes again. Cameron Archer, that is brilliant. He is playing very well at the moment, and the Archer makes it 4. That will seal it in stoppage time. Big, big win for the Blades to close out today's episode. Alright then guys, that will do it for today's episode. Thank you for watching during Sloggy Season. This first part of the campaign is always long to get through, but we'll be back in the next episode looking to get through the rest of November and the whole of December and get into the January transfer window. I'll catch you for the next episode very soon guys, and peace.